There's a device that I've been using called a Whoop.
Hello, and welcome to IGOW2. My name is Dan Sugano, aka FPV Skittles.
And I'm Ashley Sugano, aka Ribbit FPV. If you're new here, IGOW, or IGOW, is the international game of Whoop. It's a horse-like game that's played with whoops weekly over the internet.
You can check out Season 1 of IGOW by clicking on the playlist over here. IGOW2 will have the same basic structure as Season 1, with a weekly challenge that each participant will have to successfully complete to avoid a letter.
If a player fails a challenge or misses a week, they'll receive a letter. After receiving all 5 letters, they'll have whooped out of the game. For the full rules, check the description box below.
Once all the other players have whooped out, the last pilot remaining will be crowned champion of IGOW2, and with Jesse Perkins' approval, will be invited to become an official Tiny Whoop team pilot. Just like Season 1 champion Steve K.
Hey everyone, Steve K here. Just wanted to take the chance to say if you're thinking about joining IGOW2, you should definitely do it. When I joined IGOW for the first season, I didn't think I'd get too far, but over the time doing it, it was a lot of work, but it was definitely worth it, and I really learned to become a better pilot. And in the end, got to be sponsored by Tiny Whoop, and just had a really good time in the competition. I think one of the best things about it is the community, the Facebook group, and the messenger chat that they have going during the competitions. You know, full of people that love flying Tiny Whoops and are just all around great people. So yeah, give it a go. Catch you around.
Thanks, Steve. In addition, we'll have other prizes for top finishers and weekly winners throughout the competition, depending upon the sponsors we get. If you're interested in also supporting IGOW, you can join our Patreon. The link is down in the description below.
If you were watching the end of last season and thought, wow, those tricks are way too hard for me, that's not true. Anyone of any skill level, anywhere in the world can participate in IGOW2. And we'll be starting with the easier tricks, just like at the beginning of Season 1, and building up to the more difficult. So, it doesn't matter if you're a beginner or a seasoned veteran, you should join the game. To participate in IGOW2, you just need 3 things. The first is access to the internet, which you probably already have since you're watching this video right now.
Second is an IGOW approved whoop, which is fully ducted, 85mm max, 2S max. And you're going to need a way to record your FPV footage.
To enter yourself into IGOW2, you will need to submit your entry video by Friday, July 31st at midnight Pacific Standard Time.
Then, beginning July 30th, every Thursday, the weekly challenge video will be put up. You will then have 8 days, which means until the following Friday, to submit your weekly video.
Each Saturday during the competition, we will host a live stream where we will review the videos, update each player's letter status, and choose the top videos of the week. We will also go over any updates or new info for the game.
To participate in IGOW2, you must submit an entry video by July 31st, 2020 at midnight Pacific Standard Time, as mentioned before. You will have 2 different ways to submit your videos during this competition. These will also be the ways that you submit your videos every single week that you participate. This season, we're going to be using Reddit to go through all of the video submissions. So option 1, you can post your video directly to the weekly subreddit yourself, including your name, pilot name, and location.
Or, if you don't know how to use Reddit or you don't want to, you can email igowwhoop@gmail.com with your info and the link to your video. You can use YouTube or Instagram to host your video, but please just send me the link. You are not allowed to send the actual video this year. And before we go over the requirements for the entry video, let's hear a word from the man who created Tiny Whoop itself, Jesse Perkins.
What's up, Dan and Ashley? Thanks for letting me dip in to say hi to the IGOW community and the Tiny Whoop community. I could not be more excited about IGOW2. The first season of IGOW changed Tiny Whoop culture forever. I cannot overstate the influence it's had on the future of competition. It's an excellent game, and what you guys do with all the videos you make and the organizing you do is a major contribution to Tiny Whoop culture, which is a huge movement in FPV. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys. If anyone out there is on the fence trying to decide if they want to be involved in IGOW2, try it. I promise you'll make friends, and you know, from my point of view, I'm about to watch another huge group of pilots come out of the woodwork, pilots that I didn't know were geniuses. And you might surprise yourself. So give it a shot. Anyway, thanks guys. I'll see you soon.
Thanks, Jesse. Okay, so now let's go over the requirements for the entry video itself. Requirement number 1 is that your submission is a maximum of 60 seconds long. And this is going to be a requirement for all videos in IGOW2.
Requirement number 2 is you need to somehow in your video include your name, your pilot name, your location, and a fun fact about yourself or why you're entering the competition.
And for requirement number 3, there's no specific trick or challenge you have to do. You just have to include some video of you flying an IGOW approved whoop. Maybe your favorite clip or a cool trick you can do. Anything counts, and remember, all skill levels are welcome. You just have to include some video of you flying. Here are some examples of entry submissions. You can do something as simple and basic as this.
Or you can put a little more effort and do something like this.
Or, if you're really feeling up to it, you could try to produce a masterpiece like this video submission from Average FPV, who finished 3rd place in Season 1, was the top player in the isolation games, and has always been known for making some of the best videos in IGOW.
Enchanté.
From the little country of Switzerland, he is back to raise the bar again, to show what it means to be average. He's back for more. To fight harder, to fly faster, to break more shit, to put everyone else below average. Starring Sam Weidberg as Average FPV. Whooping your whoop this summer. IGOW2.
Wow, Sam, that was great. During Season 1 of IGOW, we had 116 players from 19 countries and 24 states participate. I can't wait to see who's going to participate this season. So don't forget, your videos are due by July 31st, 2020 before midnight.
Good luck and happy whooping, everyone!